That's right. In a few weeks, some of us are going to look like we're starting a really cool hairband. Then again, some of the rest of us are going to look like we just joined the Federation of Telly Savalas impersonators. You know, not being able to get a haircut is one of many thousands of changes that we've had over the last few weeks. And those changes have created some fear and also have created a lot of frustration. I've heard more this week than in previous weeks. Things like, well, we can't keep doing this. We have to stop this. We can't just keep sitting around the house. So what do? Well, we've done a good job of trying to honor our leaders. And so I would put it this way: as a way to love yourself, as a way to love your family, as a way to love your neighbors, the ones you know and you don't know, let us do everything we can to keep being wise, to keep being kind, to keep being safe, and to stay at home as much as we possibly can. Let us not let our frustrations ruin the day. But what else can we do? Well, we can look around. Who is it in your home? Who is it in your family? Who in your neighborhood needs some kindness and some mercy? Before noon today, I was contacted about the joy of birth, the heartache of death, the uncertainty of a COVID patient, and the shock of a lost job, all in just one group of people, just in my church family. In other words, joy and sorrow have not been quarantined. And so at the very least, it gives us some perspective about how we respond to our hair. Who is it that needs some kindness and mercy? You know, you can watch a press conference with kindness and mercy, and you can hear about a need in your neighborhood, and you can try to meet that with kindness and mercy. So look around. Second, look up. Jesus was talking to his friends one day about fear, and he said something very interesting that I think spills over into frustration. And this is how he began. He said, God knows every bird, and he cares for every bird. That's a super weird way to start talking about fear. But then Jesus went on to say this. He says, indeed, the hairs on your head are numbered. So don't be afraid, for you are worth more than many sparrows. What does that mean? Well, it means that God knows you better than you know yourself. And if you're a follower of Jesus, it means that no bald head, no long, crazy hair, no disease, no job loss, no quarantine, not even death can separate you from the reality that God treasures and knows and loves you. I know of no greater help and no greater hope for fear and frustration than that. Much grace to you and your family.